Welcome, son. How was the day at the office?
It was very well, Mom. I'm getting a grasp of all that has been going on in the company, Mom. And you've done a great job, Mom. I need to learn from you.
You've got your father's blood running in you, son. You will do well even without learning from me, son. You are smart.
There's so much to learn, Mom. I don't think you should just step down from your position. I still need you there, Mom.
You would have learned all of this if you stayed back with us rather than traveling every now and then. But it's good to study more, son.
Mom, I'm starving already.
Ma Clara is still in the kitchen cooking. She will soon be done. So did anything interesting happen in the office or with your day?
Nothing really, Mom. Everything was just fine.
So you're not going to tell me about your visit to the Potter's house today?
I know you already know about it, Mom. So what is there to tell you?
I hope you got to see beautiful Isabel and spend time with her.
Yes, Mom, I did. Mrs. Potter's daughter has grown to be very beautiful ladies, Mom. So lovely and vast in knowledge, most especially Sophie.
Yeah, she's very knowledgeable, I know that. But Isabel as well is knowledgeable, son.
Yes, Mom, she is, and also very friendly.
I hope you like it here, or should we go to another place?
This place is very lovely. I've never been here before. Did they just build this place?
That was also the same question I asked my friend when he brought me here. But based on the stories I've heard, it was still not quite long. How long have you been away?
Almost 11 months.
That's quite a long time, but this place was built about 2 years ago. Haven't you noticed it before, or you don't go out with friends?
Most of my friends are married and we don't hang out much.
I see. That aside, how was your 11-month trip and what kept you for so long?
My aunts and my younger ones. It felt good to be amongst them.
How many younger ones do you have?
4 younger ones. The youngest is just 12 years now, but they're all doing fine thanks to your family's support towards them, most especially your mom. She has been most kind.
You are most welcome. I didn't expect that we will see today. I didn't even know you were Diane when I walked into the living room.
I knew you were Edward when you walked into the room. I mean, who wouldn't know Edward in the whole estate?
I don't like to be always seen. I wish I wasn't known by a lot of people. Then it would have made it easier for me to move around freely without everyone looking at me.
I know what that feels like at times.
Your cell phone is ringing, Diane. Do well to pick it. I'll go and place our order. But what would you like to have?
Something light, Edward, because I had eaten with your mom.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Elijah keeps calling over and over again. I just hope he's not in the house waiting for me. I may just have to turn off my phone.
I've placed our order. You are going to like what I chose for you.
Why isn't Diane picking her calls? And why isn't she home today as well? Where could she have possibly gone to by this time? This is just so unlike her. I feel like she's been acting all different since she got back, leaving the house and coming back at late hours. Well, I'm going to wait for her until she comes back today. I wonder what her excuse will be today.
Why isn't Edward returning my calls yet? He said he was taking me out today. What could have possibly happened? I wonder if he's in the office or in a meeting. Pick up, Edward. Why aren't you picking? How may I help you?
Hello, Miss Ariel. I'm Austin. I work with Edward and I'm also his friend.
Okay, what are you doing here?
Edward sent me to tell you that he would be running late tonight and that you guys might have to postpone to tomorrow in case he doesn't show up.
Where is he? Is he in a meeting again?
He's busy fulfilling mommy's orders. That's all I can tell you.
Sounds kind of awkward when you put it that way. Please come and have your seat. I was beginning to get worried at some point that he had probably forgotten.
Edward doesn't forget a thing, ma'am.
Just call me Ariel. Your face kind of seems familiar, although I can't place where I've seen you from. Or maybe I am mistaken.
I'm from around here. I lived downtown all my life, so I don't seem to recall your face.
I wanted a new start, so I came here to downtown with the little money I have for a clean start.
That's nice. And how did you luckily meet an estate man?
We meet men from the estate every now and then, Austin. That's your name, right?
Yes, I'm Austin.
Wait, you're the Austin that everyone has been talking about, the one who's luckily found his way to the estate. You work in Edward's company, am I right?
I've heard all these stories, but none of them are true. I still live downtown, and yes, I work with Edward. It's quite expensive to live uptown.
Don't they pay you well at Edward's company? I'm sure you're not a cleaner there, but a major staff in the office.
I'm a staff in the office, yes, and they pay well, but I just got this job not quite long, so I'm trying to save up a bit before spending money here and there.
Sounds like a great idea, a man with a plan. I'm also trying to round up with my studies so I can get a job, and thanks to Edward, it's been going really well.
He's a great guy. So how did you meet him? I'm curious.
Didn't he tell you about it already?
No, he didn't. I didn't even know his lover even lived downtown, not until today when he told me a little bit about you.
What did he say about me? I want to hear from you first.
Hello, Isabel. That food looks tasty. I'm hungry.
You seem to be in a bright mood this evening. What happened at the office, or should I say your date with Frank?
My date with Frank? Who told you we had a date?
I'm just making guesses. You leaving the house in his car to the office.
He dropped me off at the office. That's it. Nothing more, Isabel. You definitely won't believe that I'm going on a date with him like that.
Why not? I mean, I could see the way you were both looking at yourselves and talking. So it's like I wasn't even there.
That's because we were talking about the company. You're not yet working there, else I'm sure you would have had one or two to chip in.
It wasn't just about the company, Sophie. I noticed the way you both talk. I've never seen you this calm with a stranger.
I really have no idea on what you're talking about.
I know you won't like to hear this, but I think you like Frank Oliver.
Hell no! I don't like him.
Your phone is ringing and I can bet it's Frank calling.
It's a strange number, Isabel.
You haven't saved his number. Typical you. Well, pick the call and put the phone on speaker. I want to hear what he has to say.
I'm going to my room.
I'm coming with you. I want to hear your conversation with my crush.
Were you aware of this whole engagement stuff between me and you?
I was aware on it. You know my aunt always sang it to my ears, so there's no way I could have easily forgotten that I was betrothed.
Well, I wasn't aware, Diane. Not until a few days ago when my mother told me.
Are you saying you've forgotten about it? Like when we were way younger and your mom would say, Edward, that's your future bride, your queen.
I remember those times, but I mean, we were kids and all those stuffs were child's play. That was what I thought until now. I get that they weren't joking about it.
They weren't joking on it, Edward. But what does this mean now?
It means a lot and it's kind of complicated. Like, why are we betrothed to each other?
Your family saved my father from shame.
And in return, your father gave you to me as a bride or what?
Your father asked that they make the bond of their friendship stronger by letting their kids marry each other. My senior sister was to be your betrothed, but she died, so I'm the one to fulfill the responsibility.
I think I remember your sister. Wait, but doesn't this mean that the promise is void since she died?
She died when we were still very young. I can't even remember what she looks like, Edward. But after her birth, according to the stories my aunt told me, I was to take her place.
We can call off the whole engagement if we both aren't interested, right?
You're not interested in me?
That's not what I'm saying. You are a very beautiful woman, Diane. Any man will be lucky to have you in his life. But I've got someone in my life that I love.
Oh, you've got someone?
Yes, and that's why this whole stuff seems somehow to me. I love this lady with the whole of my heart, and I have promised her my heart. I don't want to disappoint her.
Does your mom know about this, Edward?
No, she doesn't. Do you by any chance have any other one in your life that you're involved with? Someone you want to settle down with?
I don't, Edward.
But I'm sure that there are a lot of men out there who will be willing to have you as their bride. I know I might be hurting you with my words, but I wouldn't want to marry you and not love you, Diane, or treat you right. I want to be with someone I love.
I can't believe Edward said those words to me. He's in love with someone. Who could she possibly be? Everything is working out than I expected. I mean, I also don't want to marry you, Edward. I don't want to be with you as well. I have someone I love. I love Elijah. I love Elijah.
Everyone knows I do. Every weird thing.
Why are you screaming that you love me? What happened where you went?
Elijah, I didn't know you were inside. Don't tell me you've spent all day in my house.
I did, Diane, and you are nowhere to be found. Where have you been all day?
You weren't meant to be here, Elijah. What part of we need to be careful don't you understand in all of this? You can't be seen here.
Why can't I be seen here? Because I'm from downtown, or what exactly?
Elijah, you are trying to mess up things here.
What am I doing wrong here, Diane? What am I trying to mess?
Elijah, I love you. Yes, I want to be with you.
I love you too, and I want to be with you, Diane. That's why I'm here. That's why I don't want to be far from you. I know the family sponsoring you won't like to see me here, but I tell you, I'm careful. No one sees me when I come or go.
Elijah.
Trust me, your interest is in my heart, but very soon they will see all this and know me. I'm trying my best to get money so I can marry you and give you the kind of life you want.
I wanna marry you. I wanna marry you.
How was the whole outing with Diane's son?
It went well, Mom. We talked, and she's a nice lady. I agree with you on that.
I told you, didn't I? So do you like her?
Of course, Mom, I like her. I'm getting to know her gradually.
You have no idea how much this makes me happy, son. Hearing these words makes me happy, son. Well, you see, I and your father had your best interest at heart when we were selecting your own bride.
Mom?
We would be having a wedding soon. I can go and rest my head now and sleep peacefully. Maybe even dream about my grandkids. Have a good night rest, son.
We've always trusted the music, to bring us closer every time. At home.
It's so good to see you again, Isabella Porter, the beautiful heiress.
Austin, it's good to also be here with you, but aren't you getting tired of this whole Mark stuff, Austin? Because I'm getting tired of it all.
I told you that I'll unveil myself soon. Just give me a little more time.
A little more time for what exactly, Austin? You didn't even tell me your family name, you just gave me a first name. Who knows if it's a fake name?
It might be a fake name, that's true. Or it might be my real name as well.
I'm getting tired of the games, the hide and seek.
I've not won your heart yet, Isabel. Or have I? Tell me, am I the man you think of every day?
I love you, Austin. What else do you want me to do other than love you?
You don't love me enough, Isabel.
I love you enough. I love you so well that I don't care what you look like. I'm not a person that judges one by their outlook.
I know, but I feel we're not ready for this. You're not ready to see me yet, Isabel. Trust me when I say this.
I should get going home. It's getting late already.
I know you're scared of staying too late at downtown, but don't worry, I'm here with you as your shield and nothing will happen to you here.
I'm not scared of visiting downtown. I'm a woman of my own strength.
That's one of the qualities I admire about you. Although, believe me when I say it's kind of dangerous for an estate lady to be seen here by this time of the night.
Review yourself, Austin, and then we can start meeting inside the estate.
We're not ready for that, believe me.
What a surprise to see you, Frank. Please come sit.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you doing and how's home treating you so far, son?
I'm fine, ma, and home has been good. I hope you are good as well, ma.
I'm fine, son. You should have called before coming. You just missed Isabella.
Oh, ma'am, I'm here for Sophie. Is she at home or has she gone to the office?
Sophie is inside. I can get her for you.
Frank, what are you doing here?
Is that how you are expected to greet a guest?
Forgive my manners, Mom, but I just spoke to him over the phone and he didn't tell me he was coming over to the house. Or is he here to see you?
He's here to see you, Sophie, and watch that tone.
It's okay, ma'am. I should have told you that I was coming, Sophie, but I wanted to surprise you.
Today is a wrong day for surprises. I told you while we were talking that I wasn't in the mood for all of this stuff, and I meant it. I'm going to the office.
Sophia, the office can wait. I am going to be mad at you for your tone this morning, and I mean it. Talk to Frank with respect. He came to see you. We welcome guests here in our home. We don't push them away. I will leave you too.
At home in bed or Joshua Tree. It starts and ends with you and me.
You shouldn't have come, Frank.
I was missing you, so I decided to come over and see your face and to also take you to work. We are both going to the same place.
I have my driver. He will take me to work.
My driver can take us. I have something I want us to talk about.
What can that possibly be now? I hope it's not another love tale, Frank, because I'm tired of hearing all of your love tales.
Look at the way you are smiling while saying it. That means you are not tired.
I wanna marry you. I wanna marry you.
Mom, is everything okay with you? You didn't join me for breakfast.
Everything is fine, son. I was just thinking about your father. I miss him so much.
I miss him too, Mom, and I'm sure he's happy wherever he is.
Happy without me? Does that sound fair enough? We are meant to be together.
You are not joining him anytime soon, Mom. You are going to be here with me.
Of course, son. What about Diane? I've not seen her around for some while now.
I'm sure she's fine, Mom. Probably busy with stuffs.
What can she possibly be busy with? I've not given her a job position yet. I'm sure she's just at home all day and going shopping.
Whatever makes her happy.
You are both meant to be together, son. Making plans on the wedding. Or you know what? I'll make the whole plans with her. I know men don't like to always be involved in wedding plans.
Mom, about that, there is something I need to tell you.
What's it, son?
Mom, I and Diane aren't getting married.
What?
Yes, Mom. I called off the whole wedding and whatever engagement you and Dad had done. It no longer stands.
And what makes you think you can do something like this, Edward? What are you even saying right now?
Mom, I don't love her and I don't even know anything about her.
You're meant to spend this time to know yourselves, Edward. That's what you have to do. Use this time to build your bond.
Mom, that can't work out. I love someone else and I want to marry her.
That's not possible, son.
Mom, hear me out, please. I love someone else and she's a very lovely lady. You are going to love her. I promise you, Mom. Diane is also lovely, but I'm not sure you can be together, Mom.
Who is this lady you are talking about? Do I know her?
I'll introduce you to her, Mom. You are going to love her.
Everyone knows I do.
Mom, I'm going to be heading to the office now.
For that, son.
There's something I want us to talk about. It's about the Potter's family.
What about them, Mom?
I am the one to ask you, son. How is it going with you and the Potters?
Mom is cool. They are all lovely ladies.
I am told that you have been seeing Sophie and not Isabel. Why not Isabel?
Isabel is mostly in school, Mom, and I kind of prefer hanging out with Sophie. I'm getting to know her more, and she's a really interesting person, Mom.
What about Isabel? I am sure she's also an interesting person, so get to know her too and spend time with her. She's a sweet lady.
Okay, Mom, I will if that's what you want. I'm headed to the office.
Have a great day, son. Love you.
You sounded excited on the phone, baby. Something happened.
Yes, something happened at home. I kind of told my mom about us.
Oh my god. Baby, are you serious?
Yes, I am. I told her about us and how much of a sweet person you are.
What did she say, or how did she sound when you were telling her all this?
She was calm and she asked that I bring you home for her to see you.
My heart is beating really fast right now. Edward, do you think this is a good idea?
Of course. Why would you think it's not a good idea?
I don't know, but meeting your mom is kind of like a big deal right now. You know we are from different worlds.
You have said it again. How many times do I have to tell you that all of that don't matter?
What if she doesn't like me when she sees me?
Why won't she like you, Ariel? You are the sweetest lady I've ever met. You are passionate, driven, strong, confident, and a go-getter. Just like my mom. You both are alike in ways.
I wasn't expecting this, Edward. I am just still surprised she asked to see me.
This is going to be a great step for us, babe. A strong move towards our relationship.
So when would I be meeting your mom?
Tomorrow.
What? Why tomorrow, baby? You just told me about this.
She's eager to meet you, Ariel. She wants to see you and get to know you.
It can't be tomorrow, Edward. Let's make it weekend. I'll be ready to meet her by then.
Ariel, you don't need any extra preparations to meet my mom. You are prepared to me. If I could have my way, I would take you over today.
You're giving me too much credit, Edward.
So tell me about you, Isabel. I would like to know you more.
What do you want to know about me, Frank, that you already don't know? I'm sure my sister has told you about me already.
She has. You know she talks about you a lot.
I know, but I'm surprised you asked that we go out, because I know you did get more information, like you need more information on how to win Sophie's heart, right? Because I know my sister can be hard at times.
What would you think is cause of Sophie I took you out?
Because I see you too. I notice how you talk every now and then, calling her every night and in the morning. I think you're in love with Sophie.
Is it that obvious for you to see, Isabel?
To me, it's obvious. So just shoot at me with your questions and I'll answer all accordingly.
What does Isabel loves the most? Like something she cherishes a lot and yearns for?
To further her study in another country like you, this has always been a desire, though mom would never agree to it. Mom insists she works in the office or school here.
You have a really beautiful place, Edward. So this is what it looks like inside the Edwards mansion. I'm feeling out of place already.
You are in the right place, Ariel. Sit down, let me get my mom for you. I'm sure she'll be excited to see you. I'll be right back.
It's really beautiful in here. Wow, I've never seen stuff like this with my own eyes.
Mom is coming. So what do I get for you to drink? Or should I say eat?
I'm not thirsty. Neither am I hungry, Edward. I'm just anxious.
You must be the lady my son has been talking about. You're welcome.
Good evening, ma. Thank you very much for inviting me to your home.
Oh, you're welcome. Why hasn't the maid brought you something to drink?
I'm filled to the brim, ma. Thank you.
So what's your name, young lady?
My name is Ariel.
Ariel what? And from what family in the estate? Because your face definitely doesn't look familiar.
Ariel Smith, ma'am, and my family is not from around here. That is why you are not familiar with my face.
Ariel Smith is such a beautiful name for a beautiful girl. I see why Edward loves you.
Thank you, ma'am. You raised a good son. Edward is a good man. Thanks to you.
So do your parents stay here in the estate? The Smiths? Doesn't sound familiar.
No, ma. My parents aren't here,
So why are you here in the town all by yourself? You know it's not good for a lady to be alone. Why did your parents arrange that?
I had no choice but to stay alone as both my parents are dead. I had to come here.
Oh my dear, I'm so sorry about that. I know how it feels. You know, when my husband died, I wanted to leave the estate, but I couldn't because of Edward and the company.
You did a great job with the company, ma, and in raising Edward.
Thank you, dear. Edward, you have a good choice. She is so charming. I won't disagree with that. Ariel, now that you are here, what are you doing and why I don't see you around the estate?
I am schooling, but I will be done soon. Then I plan to start working and making something for myself. myself.
I know it's not easy to afford school here. You must be from a rich background, and your father must have left you a good fortune. Ariel Smith.
He left me something, but I'm also working to sustain myself through school. I hope to be successful like you too. You are one of the models in town when it comes to businesses.
So sweet of you. So where in the estate do you live?
No ma'am, I don't live in the estate. I stay downtown.
Downtown? Why there? That area is for those without standards, and a lady like you should never live in that kind of place. So Ariel, what did your father do before his death? Maybe I might have done some business with him without knowing you are his daughter.
My dad was a blacksmith and he was a decent man.
Blacksmith? Like he owned a blacksmithing company that specializes in crafting useful metals?
No ma, he was a local blacksmith. He owned no company.
Oh, okay, now I get the picture. Well, if you don't mind, please excuse me. I want to pick something from my room. I will leave you and Edward. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you ma'am for having me.
And where are you coming from looking all excited? Was it Mr. Mysterious?
No, I was out with Frank and guess what we talked about? A lot of stuff. Frank is just so funny. Now I know why you like him.
Will you shut up your mouth? Why did you go out with Frank? What's the meaning of that?
Why are you raising your voice at me for going out with Frank? He called and asked if we could hang out and I said okay. So what's wrong?
There is a lot wrong. Why will you go out with him without telling me first?
Why are you this way, Sophie? Since when do I need your permission first before going out to meet someone? You're not my mother.
I still don't find it funny and I'm not okay that you went out with Frank without telling me about it.
You're not serious, sis. But don't worry, I didn't tell him anything bad about you, so you don't need to be worried.
You are dumb for saying that. Do you think it's funny that you went out with Frank? Because I don't see what's funny here. I'm serious here.
Look, your phone is ringing. Better pick it up. I'm sure it's Frank that is calling. So maybe you should channel your anger to him and not to me.
Why did you go out with Frank?
Because he asked me to. Pick up your calls and stop making a big deal out of this.
Mom, Ariel just left now. She waited to say goodbye, but you were not back.
I'm glad she's gone, because I hope not to meet her here when I get back.
Why did you say that, Mom? I thought you like her. See, Mom, she's a very good person and an excellent match for your son.
Why do you want to disgrace this family?
Mom, what is wrong? And why are you talking like this? What do you mean by me disgracing the family? I have done nothing wrong here, but being a good son to you.
You brought a nobody home to get married to? How can the son of this family marry a nobody? Hell no! That's a big disgrace to the Edwards.
Mom, I know where you are driving at, but I'm going to marry Ariel, and it's not a shame because I love her, and I don't care about what others say.
I tell you, son, you can't marry that girl and go digger because she's a nobody, so you have no choice but to uphold your father's wish.
Stop, Mom. Ariel is no gold digger.
She is, son. She's a daughter of a blacksmith. Blacksmith's daughter. Marry my son. Never. That lady is an opportunist son.
Mom, please stop. She's the one I want to get married to, not Diane. I will not let you force me on this, Mom. This is my decision.
Edward, you can't marry Ariel. So start preparing your mind to marry Diana. And now I understand why my friends say they see you more at downtown.
I will not marry Diane. My decision remains the same. I'm off to the office.
This conversation is not over, but have a good day at work. We will pick up from here when you're back.
And why will you accept that? That's what I still don't understand. And she could have just easily declined and said no, you are not interested.
Sophie, I'm not you that is rude to everyone. Plus, I can't do that. And why should I decline when I know I wanted to go out?
Oh, so I'm the rude one here.
And for your information, Sophie, I enjoyed every part of the conversation and I told him so much about you.
And who gave you the right to talk about me to him? Do you know if I did not want you to have a conversation about me?
Too bad. I already met him. Sophie, your phone keeps ringing. I know it's Frank, so pick up. And I'm sure if it was something bad I said to him about you, he won't keep calling you.
This doesn't change the fact that you went behind my back and gossiped about your sister to a stranger.
I did not gossip about you. I only had a very good conversation with Frank and I think he likes you a lot. And I know why you like him, so why are you angry?
When did I tell you I like Frank?
Mom, how are you doing today?
I am okay, as you can see. How was work, son?
Work was fine, Mom. I only wish you would consider not to step down yet, so I can still learn more.
You will do fine, son, as the head of the company. And you know I will always be there to give you advice whenever you need it.
Okay, Mom. Well, I'm going to keep doing my best. I'm going to my room and please don't ask about my date with Isabel, as we both know that you know everything.
I won't ask, but I hope you both had a great time together.
Why isn't Sophie picking up my call? Is something wrong with her? Or is she angry over something? This is just so unlike her. Yes, Mom. Isabel and I had a great time together.
I told you that you were going to like her, didn't I? Well, I hope you two keep seeing each other so you can get to know each other better.
Look at my darling looking so bright and beautiful like the morning sun.
Thank you, baby. You're also looking very handsome today. How was work today?
Work was great. And how's classes going?
It was good. So what did your mom say about me last night?
Why do you keep asking over and over again? I told you she thinks of you as a great lady who is passionate and working towards her dreams.
You're lying. I know she does not approve of me because I am from downtown.
You are so wrong about that, Ariel. My mom approves you.
I don't still believe you, Edward. Your mom said she doesn't like people from downtown, and I live here in downtown.
My mom likes you, especially as she sees your determination for a better life. And this is also something I admire in you, Ariel. And I don't care if you are from downtown or not.
You might not care, but I'm sure your mom cares about that future king, Edward.
My mom loves what I love and will accept whatever decision I make. So stop talking that way, okay?
Okay then. I believe your word, babe. I love you so much.
I love you too, Ariel Smith. I hope now that you see my mom, you're no more scared of her. You now know she doesn't bite, right?
Your mom doesn't bite. She was actually cool. I was surprised she talked to me so freely like she did.
What is the meaning of all these shouts? Have you both forgotten that you are ladies? Full-grown ladies. And this is unexpected of you too.
Mom, can you imagine Isabel went to meet Frank behind my back without telling me?
I did not do that intentionally. He came over to the house and she was not home. And he asked if I was free to go out and I said yes. Mom, what's the big deal here?
You could have said no or found an excuse for not going out with him. You could have left me a message.
That wasn't necessary. Why do you sound like I need an excuse from you before going out with Frank? Are you his lover or his wife?
Mom, did you hear what she just said?
Enough! I don't want to hear anything from you two again. Don't tell me this is the reason you both have been shouting. Cause of Frank.
It's all Sophie, Mom. She's trying to make an issue out of nothing.
Keep quiet, Isabel. I want you to know that Frank is a friend to this family and to the both of you. And he is always welcome at any time. He can go out with whosoever he decides to go with. Sophia, stop. There is nothing wrong with Isabel going out with Frank.
Exactly, Mom. And it's not like we did anything bad. All Frank talked about was Sophie this, Sophie that.
Why would she talk about me? After her, I didn't talk about the mysterious man she goes to visit.
Isabel, is that true that you are seeing someone I don't know about?
It's true, Mom, but I'll bring him home.
You are a porter. You should not be doing any hide and seek with anyone. You should bring him home. And you two should better apologize to each other and stop this silly fight.
How have you been enjoying your stay in the States so far? But with the way you are glowing, I don't even need to ask any further questions.
I'm trying my best, but it's not easy. The stress is too much since mom has stepped down as CEO.
Wow, that's great news. Congrats, man.
It's good news, but not an easy task. Mom would have stayed a little while in the office to help me find my food first before leaving.
You can't blame her since you refused to come back home. I'm sure she just wants to rest from everything concerning the company like my mom.
But if not for the blackmail, I don't have plans on coming back yet.
I know, man, but you can't run from home no matter how hard we try.
I'm not just that. Edward, I think my mom is trying to hook me up with the Potters.
Welcome to the club, man. My mom just told me some days back that dad made a promise with Diane's father and some stories on me being betrothed. Can you imagine?
Wow, you too? But I thought you mentioned having someone.
Yes, I have someone I'm seeing, but my mom is not in support because she's from downtown.
Damn, I'm not sure your mom will accept a downtown lady, man. We both know how they will feel about downtowners.
I know, but I'm not marrying Diane. I don't give a damn about her dad and the promise. But what about you and the Potter's daughter? Which of them got your eyes?
Sophie, man, she's the perfect lady for me. Do you know I approached her a day before?
Are you serious? You mean Sophie Potter is your choice? I heard she's tough and rude.
More reasons why I like her. She's full of adventure. I know how much I love adventure.
Hello, mysterious lover.
My lady Isabel, how are you doing? And how was your day today?
My day started well, then turned into a little drama that I enjoyed. But that aside, how's your day going? I know you're still at work.
Yeah, I'm still at work. But what happened in your drama-filled day?
It was my sister and her arrogant, annoying attitude. But this time I think she's in love but doesn't want to admit.
Why did you say so?
I don't know if you know Frank Oliver. He just got back from Scotland.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, he's a family friend. Lately, he's been coming to the house and I think he's into Sophie as much as she's into him, even though she doesn't want to admit it.
Sophie's into Frank? That sounds really interesting.
Anyways, Frank came to the house today and asked that we go out together, which I agreed, only for me to get home to tell Sophie. You had to see the way she was mad.
This is so funny.
I was surprised at her reaction and I tried to explain myself. Sophie just kept on shouting and insisting that I should have told her about it.
But this doesn't sound like a big deal to me. So why is she making it so?
Obviously, because she likes Frank. What other reason?
Frank must be really special to have the tough Sophie within his arms.
He's actually special, Austin, just like you. Well, my mom knows about you thanks to my sister who mentioned my mysterious lover.
Oh my, your mom knows about me?
She knows I'm seeing someone and she wants to meet with you, Austin, to know you.
Right now isn't a good time. Remember, I want to win your heart totally before taking any further steps into our relationship. Trust me on this and be patient.
Good day, ma'am. I was not expecting to see you here. Please come in and have a seat, ma. It's an honor to have you here.
I know you are surprised at how I got to your place, but you see, that is the difference between us the rich and you the poor.
I don't understand what you are driving at, ma.
I will make it simple for you. You see, you and Edward are two worlds apart that can never be together. So please stay in your word and leave my son alone.
Ma, I know that I and your son are from different worlds, but we share a bond and I love him so much, ma. I honestly love your son.
No, you don't love my son. You love the money and life that comes with him. You're a gold digger and looking for the next rich man you can jump at. But I'm sorry, not my son.
No, ma, I love Edward and it's not for any hidden agenda. I love your son.
Like I said, Ariel, stay away from my son. I did my findings and I know Edward is the one funding your schooling and also paying for this apartment. All your downtowners always look for ways to exploit the rich. But I'm sorry, dear, you picked the wrong person.
Morning and you're still sleeping. Cocoa is purring on your back. The rise and fall of your breath.
Why did you leave the door open? It's unlike you. Oh my, what happened? Why are you crying?
Isabel, I'm heartbroken. Edward's mom came over to the house and called me names. She said I was a gold digger and I should leave her son alone.
What? Does Edward know about this? And how did she find out about you two?
Edward took me over to the house yesterday to show me to her. She was all nice to me and I thought she liked me, only for her to come today and call me names.
I'm sorry about all the things she said to you, but you don't need to worry too much about it. You know how much Edward loves you.
I know that, but he can't love me more than his mom. What if she asks him to leave me alone? What am I going to do then?
You know Edward will never do anything like that. He loves you too deeply for him to leave you now.
What if she's not lying when she said I was a gold digger? You know, Edward assisted me in paying for my school and also the house rent.
You didn't ask him to do that. He did that out of the love he has for you.
I know, but that's not all, Isabel. You also said Edward already has the person he's going to get married to.
That's not true. You can't believe anything she says. I'm sure she's saying all of this so that you can give up on him. Do you think Edward will marry another person other than you?
I know how he feels about me, but what if she's right? I and Edward are from different worlds, Isabel, and we can't be together. He's from a royal family and I'm just a blacksmith daughter.
I believe the love that exists between two different worlds is the best. You and Edward are going to be a perfect couple. But you know that you have to be strong to overcome this.
Thank you so much for your kind words to me. Thank you, Isabel.
What is keeping her this long? Is she angry with me or what? I don't even know what I did wrong to her that she's not been picking my calls. Finally, the princess of the Potter family is here. I was starting to think that you were not going to come out.
Why are you here, Frank? Why do you like visiting my house without informing me first?
I've been calling you Sophie and you were not picking my calls. I was so worried, so I came over to see you.
If a person doesn't pick your calls, it means the person doesn't want to talk to you. Didn't your common sense tell you this?
I know you're pissed at me and that's why you're sounding this way. But what wrong did I do this time around? Like, why are you acting this way to me?
Tell me, what did you plan to achieve when you went out with my sister?
Wait, is it because I took your sister out? Is that why you're acting like this? Oh my god, you're jealous of your own sister.
I really don't have time for this.
I'm sorry. Say I took her out so I can know you more and have a better understanding of you.
I don't like it when people talk behind my back. Like, why would you even think you would know more about me by taking my sister out? And to worsen it, you didn't even tell me about it. None of you thought it right to tell me you were meeting.
I'm sorry, Sophie. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, see, let me make it up to you. Let's go out on a date and I'll tell you all we talked about.
I don't have time for dates. I was doing something inside the house before you came.
Thanks, Isabel. I love you too.
What about me? Aren't you going to give me some love?
Edward, when do you plan to tell me about your wedding?
Babe, what wedding are you referring to? Hey, what is wrong? Have you been crying?
I asked you a question. You should answer me, Edward. Why did you not tell me you are getting married?
Who told you this? Cause I'm confused. Wait, did my mother come here? Did she?
Yes, your mom was here and she told me a lot of stuff. First, she called me a gold digger, told me about your forthcoming marriage, and also asked me to leave you alone.
Damn, Ariel, I've never seen you that way. I know you're not a good digger.
So what about you getting married? How true is that?
I just found out about the whole marriage stuff a few days ago.
So it's true.
I don't know, Ariel. My mom just told me something on a promise my dad made to his late friend. That's just it. I don't even know this lady, and I don't want to know her. I can't just marry someone like that. No, I can't do that when I've got you.
Edward, all of this is just heartbreaking for me to hear. I know your mom will force you to get married to this lady.
That will never happen. I would rather leave this town with you than for that to happen.
I'm so happy to have you here. I keep telling myself that I need to come check on you, but I have been really busy.
Same here too, but today I was like, no more procrastinations. How are your daughters? It's been quite a while since I saw them.
Sophia is at work, and I'm sure Isabel had gone out, but they are both doing fine. How's Edward doing? I hardly see him around as well.
Edward is fine, mostly busy at work, but don't worry, I will make sure he comes around one of these days.
I have been hearing talks here and there on Edward and Diana wedding. I even saw Diane a few days ago. She has grown into a pretty lady.
Oh yes, she is. So lovely and sweet. Well, she and Edward are still getting to know themselves. You know how it can be with our children.
I know, but I can't wait for the wedding cards already.
Neither can I wait, Magdalene. You know how wedding can be, all colorful and the talk of the town for months.
I know, and it's been long since we had all had a wedding to attend.
I know, the estate has been quiet for some time now. But not to worry, the noise will start with Edward, Diane, Sophie, Isabella, Frank and so much.
Definitely.
I swear to you now, it'll be for life. Baby, I love you.
I have started picking the colors I know my friends will like for the wedding. And I think you should also start selecting the kind of gown you want to wear.
I have not thought about that, but now that you mentioned it, I will start selecting.
Why have you not done that? Or don't you want to get married?
No, it is not that. Ma, I don't know how all these stuffs are being done.
Saying this makes me remember how I was also preparing for my wedding. It was the most beautiful experience ever, and I know it can be overwhelming.
It is actually overwhelming, Ma. But how did you get through it, Ma?
I accepted the feeling and believed that I was going to be alright, and I made sure I enjoyed every bit of it. So my darling, just relax and enjoy it all. Plus I'm here with you to guide you on every step, so you've got nothing to worry on.
Good evening, Mom.
Welcome, son. You still came home late today. Was work that busy?
Yes, Mom, I'm tired and I want to go and rest. Good night, Mom.
Are you that tired that you did not see Diane sitting here?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm just tired. Hello, Diane. Please forgive me. My attention was not fully here. That is why I did not notice your presence.
It's okay. I know you are stressed out from work. Please go and rest.
You go and take a cold shower and come down here. Diane is here to see you.
Okay, Mom.
I wanna marry you.
You look unhappy, Edward. I noticed this when you returned from work. Is everything okay with you?
Don't worry on me. Tell me about your day.
Well, I went shopping, then came here cause your mom asked me to come over. That's just it, and I've been here all day. What about you?
Work. You know how it can get. I was supposed to meet up with my friends, but I cancelled it. I just want to rest my head.
I know you are stressed out from work. I can leave if you need to rest.
No, you don't need to do that. Maybe talking to you is the kind of rest I need. So tell me, Diane, do you want this marriage?
I can't say yes or no, but if this marriage holds, I'll be glad. But I know you have someone, as you told me the last time.
My mom doesn't care about the fact that I have someone in my life. What about you? Doesn't that matter to you?
I don't know what to say, Edward. This marriage was meant to take place. That's just what I know, and I can't disobey my late parents' orders.
Oh, I get you. It's all good, Diane.
Edward, I wouldn't want to force you into anything, but I'll be glad if this wedding works out. You know your mom is really about the whole wedding preparation.
I know. Did she also tell you about how her marriage to my dad was? Because she's always singing that to my ears.
You're so lucky to have someone tell you all of this. And from my aunt and my mom's friends. I don't even know what my parents' marriage was like, but I hope to have a happy home.
Let me guess, you are coming from Mr. Mysterious's place. Again, well, where will I get to meet this guy of yours? Let me see if he is a perfect match for you.
Sis, I was coming for Ariel's place. She's really sad and heartbroken.
What happened to her? Hope she was fine before you left her house.
She's kind of fine. Do you know that her boyfriend wants to leave her because his mother wants him to marry another lady? Can you believe that?
It's only in downtown you see this kind of madness. Why would a mother do that? Try to force her son to be with someone else? Well, you see why I don't like downtowners.
Sophie, how is what I'm saying related to downtown? Remember Ariel is also from there. I just feel really bad for her. It's not easy to be in love with a guy whose parents don't like you.
I understand you, but that's why I don't want to fall in love. I don't like hearing all these pathetic love dramas.
Look at who he's talking. Are you trying to say now that you don't have feelings for Frank?
You know I don't, Isabel.
Liar, I've seen the way you look at him and I notice you're not so arrogant and rude around him. That shows you're in love since I know you too well.
This conversation is about Ariel and not me, so please don't change the topic. But I hope she was fine before you left her place.
Guess what? The guy in question came over to the house, so I left them to talk.
That sounds cool. I hope they can settle their differences. But who is the guy?
Someone you don't know, sis.